Woohoo! You ready for some good news, folks? Well, good day and welcome to another edition of Lumberjack Logic. I am your host, Neil Johnson. I am excited to be with you and share this report where I pull from 5 sources to give you the best analysis, commentary, and wisdom on the web. Yes, and in addition to that, if you're a liberal, I just want to welcome you. I want to welcome you so you can be red-pilled and enjoy the glorious tidal wave of red pills that are coming to America. Hey, but real quickly, this will trigger a liberal. My Pillow. Look at that. Oh, the flannel sheet set. MyPillow.com. Promo code Lumberjack. Save you up to 66%. I love the pillows. I love the dog beds. I love the Giza sheets. And now I wanted to try the flannel ones, so I've got them here. But promo code Lumberjack. Actually, the sheets are 60% off right now. That's the biggest sale I've ever had on them. I truly 100% recommend the Giza sheets. But on to the news. We're going to have multiple things here. We're going to show you a massive Republican win. I'm going to show you how Republicans are pressuring people, conservatives, quote unquote. I'm going to show you how the left is trying to manipulate polling data right now. Oh, this is going to be good. And what the left is most freaked out about. You're going to love this report. All right, so here we go. From RSBN, Republicans flip historically blue Jacksonville City Council seat. Republicans exceeded expectations in Florida after winning a hard-fought seat for Jacksonville City Council, flipping a Democrat seat. The late incumbent won by more than 16 points in 2019. So this guy had passed away, but he had won the seat by 16 points, so they have to have this special election. On Tuesday, Nick Howland, a Republican, was elected to the Jacksonville City Council, defeating Democrat Trace Polson by over 3 points, 51.7% to 48.3% in the runoff election. They won it by 16 points in 2019, and now they just lost it by over 3 points. Folks, just in case you're not good at math, that's a 19-point swing. Okay, that was for all the liberals watching. I mean, facts and math, because math is racist. Anyway, I go on. Howland will now represent constituents from Duval County, a district Joe Biden won over Donald Trump in 2020. According to Howland, the first order of business will be examining the city's budget and working alongside law enforcement. Oh, heaven forbid we look at budgets so we don't drive ourselves into deep debt so we can have a communist takeover by the World Economic Forum. Anyways, on to other things. You guys want some good polling news? We have in Florida right now, DeSantis over Chris over Freed, either one by over 20 points. That race was very close the last time DeSantis won it. DeSantis has proved himself to be one of the best governors in America. Trigger warning for liberals. And now leads by over 20 points against either competitor. Rubio is up by 12 and so on. I know Rubio's a little soft, but whatever. The bottom line is it's all over the place. But here's what I really have to share with you. You guys know I've been sharing excitement over the polling data from all sources showing a 10 to 14 point generic congressional ballot for the Republicans. Get this. Just yesterday, the Democrats, Economist YouGov, and Political Morning Consult have come out with polls to counter that narrative saying that the Democrats are +6 and +4 respectively in these generic congressional ballots. Even Emerson, the day before, had Republicans +9. This is reminiscent of the Wisconsin poll in 2020 that had Joe Biden winning Wisconsin by 17 points 2 days before the election. There's nothing they won't try. There's nothing they won't do. Be on guard. Be aware. That's what we call outliers in the polling world. +6, +4. Come on. Anyhow, but you guys want to see what the Democrats are most worried about? This out of Intelligencer, out of New York Mag, because they're so intelligent, yes. The article is titled Household Tyrants, and it shows upset parents at school board meetings. To empower parents, Florida Republicans will put children in danger. Yes, deep danger. If passed, their parental rights in education legislation. That does sound terrible, doesn't it? Parental rights in education. Known more commonly as don't say gay bills. I agree with that. Use what the word as it should be, homosexual. Anyways, would prevent public school districts from encouraging classroom discussion about sexual orientation or gender identity, CBS News reports. A proposed amendment would have required educators to report a child's disclosure about their gender identity to parents within 6 weeks. Republicans haven't been shy about their rationale. No, the text of the bill says they allegedly reinforce the fundamental right of parents to make decisions regarding the upbringing and control of their children. But you see, this is what they're so worried about. Because liberals want control of your children. Do you guys understand this? This is where the battleground is first and foremost fought. It is in the minds of our youth. Because the philosophy of the schoolroom in one generation will determine the government in the next generation. That's why they want this. Now, for a parent to be concerned about this, some sort of gender dysphoria or something, which really is kind of some form of mental disorder, that is right for the parents to be concerned about. But for them to pass their kind of New World Order, their World Economic Forum BS on us, they have to bring people down, they have to divide and conquer, and they have to have more people with mental disorders. So that they will literally run around saying, oh my gosh, if you don't wear a mask, you don't care about me and stuff like that. So now, in Texas, Governor Greg Abbott announced his own parental Bill of Rights last month. Parents will be restored to their rightful place as preeminent decision makers for their children, he said at a campaign event held fittingly at a charter school on Wednesday. Yeah, because they hate charter schools too, because they're having trouble control. People, this is glorious. You need to understand how big of wins these are. When the liberals are freaking out over something, that's the things you pay attention to. It's on MSNBC too. Here it is by Hayes Brown, MSNBC political columnist or opinion columnist. The conservative demonization of trans people in America has been steadily increasing in pace and tenor over the last half decade. During the last year in particular, conservatives have shifted their focus to trans minors, further alienating a group already primed for feelings of isolation and exclusion. We love people. We actually want them to not have these mental health disorders. Now, Texas Governor Greg Abbott and Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton have decided that providing these children with medical care constitutes child abuse. As a result, teachers, doctors, and other adults to whom trans teens turn for support will have to worry about potential legal troubles for not reporting these kids and their parents to protective services. It's a horrifying escalation that will not improve the lives of these children, but it will likely politically benefit the Republicans craven enough to build their electoral futures on a foundation of bigotry and intolerance towards some of the nation's most vulnerable children. No, these people want to abuse and use the most vulnerable children because they are vulnerable to advance their political agenda, their leftist ideologies. They do not care about helping these kids. So, but out of the Texas scorecard, conservatives are taking on Governor Abbott for not being strong enough. Governor Abbott still won't sign Big Family Pledge. For far too long, political leaders have been allowed to campaign on being pro-family without making any specific promises to parents. That time is over. As Governor Greg Abbott repeatedly refuses to act on several GOP priority child protection laws, Texas's new pro-family organization continues to pressure him and state lawmakers. 2 weeks ago, the American Principles Project released its Big Family Pledge, ahead of a statewide March 1st primary election to help voters by getting candidates on the record regarding the most important issues facing America's families. So this is your chance, if you're in Texas, to put some pressure on Greg Abbott to sign this. Here's what it says. They want to defend girls' sports by prohibiting biological males from participating, including at the collegiate level, think Leah Thomas. Protect children from experimental gender transition procedures, including irreversible surgeries, chemical castration, and psychiatric neglect. Let kids be kids and protect them from dangerous and divisive propaganda being taught in schools such as CRT and gender ideology. Safeguard children from exposure to pornography, obscenity, and indecency. Protect life from conception and natural death. All seeming to be very reasonable things. But see, the left wants to bring in these people with mental disorders into your grade schools to promote their ideology to your kids. And that's concerning to parents. And now the left is upset. And some on the right are going, they're trying to test the political winds and see if they can get away with not really backing these initiatives. So if you're in Texas, get Governor Greg Abbott to go on the record about the Big Family Pledge. It's a simple email. Say, I've heard you won't sign the Big Family Pledge. If you're looking for my support in the primaries, make sure you get on, it's March 1st. Okay, make sure you get on board with the Big Family Pledge. We're concerned about these issues, that type of thing. Anyways, folks, remember to subscribe to the channel if you have not already. And if you are concerned about the coming times, okay, and are concerned about food storage, those types of things, use the link down below for My Patriot Supply. You will support the show and you can get some things for times of crises. Okay, the world is a nutty place right now. All right, so I love y'all. Remember to subscribe to the channel. Like the video too. Peace out.